Welcome to Savvy Home Sellers. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nikki. I'm a realtor here in Southern California.
Hey, I'm Laura. I'm a stager and realtor in Southern California.
Today, we're so excited to talk about the 4 Ds.
4 Ds.
This is something we talk about all the time with our clients. All the time.
This really helps all of us get on the same page of what needs to happen during your staging process.
Yes. So what are the 4 Ds?
De-Personalization, De-Clutter, Deep Clean, and Design.
Make sure you stay with us till the end, where we're going to have a design debate. It's something we're doing new. It's something we're doing new. So stay with us till the end, and we want to have a design debate, and we want to hear from you. Let's get started.
Okay.
So what is depersonalization?
Depersonalization is really the process of removing everything that is personal to the original homeowners. By original, I mean the current homeowners. So you want to get rid of pictures off the walls. You want to get rid of souvenir collections, any kind of collection, anything that looks busy in the house that has some significant meaning.
Family photos.
I'm like, I like
what
this.
is she doing?
Yes, this is like the Sears picture that you take with your family. Please take those down.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how cute they are. It doesn't matter what age people are in. You know, people think, oh, no, they're babies. That's neutral. No, it's not. It's still personal. So just take it down.
And I'm always going to be talking about the feeling. It just feels like you're not ready to move. It feels like you're not ready to move on. And we understand you love your family. We love your family. But those things say to that buyer that's coming in your home that you're not moving and you're not ready to move.
That's a great point, because we all know that the process of selling a house is very complicated. And if the buyers think or have an inkling that you don't want to leave because you're so attached to the home, they might not even want to get into a whole escrow process and know that this process is going to be super delayed along the way.
I agree. It definitely sends a message. All right, what's our D number 2?
Okay, declutter. You know, you would think that those could be the same things, but they're not, because depersonalization really means that it's personal to like people that live there, but declutter is anything that's an excess. Okay, so we want to clean off all the countertops. We want to clean off any surface on top. You want it to be completely cleared off.
Yeah, you think about countertops. Those could be in your kitchen. It could be in your bathrooms. Don't forget your vanities. If you have a makeup area, maybe even your dressers, TV consoles, anything that has a surface, you know, an end table, a side table, clear it off.
Yeah.
D number 3 is deep clean.
Oh man, and are we ready for this debate now? No, we're going to wait till the very end.
Yeah.
But there's a long time common question of whether you should be deep cleaning before the staging happens or after. And we're going to save that debate for the very end. So stay tuned for that. But right now, let's talk about deep cleaning. What does deep cleaning include?
Well, I think about you have your interior and your exterior. And number 1 tip I would say, and that I would say to any of my clients, is absolutely hire a professional.
It could take you a week to clean your own house, but it's going to take professional cleaners just a day. So it's definitely worth the investment. And they're going to get the details that most people don't see on a day-to-day basis. Tops of the fans, you know, inside the cabinets, inside the drawers. Those are things that people look at. They're going to be opening drawers and cabinets when they're going through the open house, and we want them to. So let's make sure it looks brand new for them to move in.
And another thing that you've said in the past is that professional cleaner is going to make everything shine. It's going to make they're using the correct materials or the correct cleaning products for that material. So whether it's a stone, whether it's stainless steel.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to make a difference in the open house for sure of how the house smells and looks. But I honestly think it has the biggest impact in the pictures, in your marketing pictures. So you can see that the stainless steel is like really sparkling and shining, and that the countertops are reflective and shining too. So, and those take specific cleaning products for those specific things. So let the cleaners handle that. And then, you know, you're going to get to packing. You have a lot to do. So that's one thing that I promise you are going to get your return on.
Which brings us to our 4th D.
Design. This is where I come in. And, you know, I come in with all my ammo ready to go. And the design aspect, there's a lot to say about this, but what we want to do is we want to showcase the house. We want to show off the house. How do we do that? we have to understand the architectural design of the house. Is it a mid-century modern house? Is it a Victorian house? Is it a modern house? The year that it was built has a lot to do with the design aspects. So we want to make sure that there's a flow. As soon as people walk in, it makes sense. You saw the outside, you walk in, and the whole interior, the design of the interior matches. There's a cohesiveness there that is just seamless when people are walking through the house, that it doesn't seem out of the ordinary, doesn't seem odd. There's no flow blocks. That also has a lot to do with the feng shui of the house, but that people walk in and it makes sense.
When I think of design, I think of creating that inviting, neutral space from a realtor's perspective, and I'm showing that property to the buyer. I want them to be able to see themselves living in that home. And again, not with your personal items, not with your clutter, and of course, clean. So we're reviewing those 4Ds. That buyer walks in, and again, like the last video, I was saying, it creates an experience for that buyer. That's when, as the realtor, you're the megaphone to the market. You're able to bring in more and more buyers because that design has that cohesive space from the outside in.
You're going to hear us say inviting neutral space a million times, and it probably should be the slogan of our business, but it's because we want to drive home to you that we want to create a space that all buyers can walk in and envision themselves there. How do you do that? I think that's the art of it all.
For review, our 4Ds are
De-personalize, declutter, deep clean, and design.
Now it's time for our design debate.
Yes. All right. Let's duke it out. Okay. Do you deep clean your house before the staging or after the staging? I probably get asked that every single time.
And it's a very good question, because my thought is, if I'm going to be putting down new rugs or new furniture, or your furniture, the stager's furniture, I want everything to be clean before the stager gets there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the debate is, what if you do it after?
Well, let's just say, I think that it really depends on the house itself. And you might have had furniture in position for a very long time that you haven't moved. And there's a buildup of dust. There's a buildup, that happens there. So once you move it out, it is very important to clean that out. We don't know that the furniture I'm bringing in is going to exactly cover that exact same space. So I would say if the house hasn't been dusted and the floors haven't been deep cleaned in a while, it's a very good idea to have it deep cleaned before I come in with staging items.
I would agree. And if I could have anything I want, I would say deep clean as step number 3, and then stage the property and clean it again.
Oh, okay. Then we are in agreement. That's not much of a debate. But wait, can I just say, I think that I'm not going to agree with you again. I'm going to change my mind.
Okay, change your mind.
No, we're going to deep clean the house before the staging, and then schedule the cleaners again for a light clean. And why is that? Okay, you have contractors coming in and out of the house. You have the stagers coming in and out of the house. Your inspector, there's a lot going on, right? During the staging process, right before the photographer comes to take pictures. So we've deep cleaned the house. I've staged the house. Now do one last little clean, right? One last little shine at the end. One last little dust job. You're going to be so happy with how the pictures turn out when you've done that. And, so maybe you can let the cleaners know, hey, I'm going to do a deep, deep, deep clean this day. And then this day, I just want you to come in for 1 hour and just get it shined up.
Do you think we could call that a light clean?
Yeah.
So deep clean as number 3, and maybe we have step number 5, which is a light clean.
Maybe that's a bonus D.
We have a bonus D, which is next week.
Tune in next week for our bonus D.
It will help you make more money.
It's very important.
We can't wait to tell you all about it. Comment down below what you think the bonus D is.
I'm so curious what you'll say.
Yeah, please tell us your thoughts. To book a free consultation with myself or Laura, our phone number is down below and it's up here.
We're so excited to meet you and work with you in the future.
And help you make the most amount of money
when you sell your home. De-personalize. Okay. De-personalize. Which way are we going to do it? Which way? Just let's
like this. Hey, thank you for including savvy home sellers in your next home selling project.
See you next time for more information on how to get your home ready to sell.
Like and subscribe.
And follow us for more savvy home seller content.
See you soon.